Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
So stressful when the world's on fire. Good God. I can't look at this, guys. Like, my strategy is you buy it and you hope that you got a good spot. Yeah, but we all think you're crazy. You don't fight this. No way. The markets are freaking out and you don't think that anything is wrong? Come back tomorrow and I'll lose it all. Should be fun. Good morning, everybody. It is November 11th. I had to check the date. It is November 11th, and you are watching live day trading with Speculator Seth. Futures, the big kids pool. Welcome, everybody. But today is going to be a little bit of house cleaning. Here we got Winston. What she got? Playing with Sierra Charts. Sierra Charts sounds like she might be one of Santa's naughty elves and not approved for being on the Elf on the Shelf. Funny title. Ho, ho, ho. Lose it all today. I believe in you. Blade, what? You know what, Blade? You should have been here on Friday because we had a little bit of interesting back and forth on Friday. It was a rush of emotions. I lost a lot. I made a bit of it back, but overall I ended up down and whoosh. But we can lose it all, baby. Race to the bottom. Okay, so I do have, my NinjaTrader and everything else open. So let's go through the charts. But today is a holiday, so I'm probably not going to take any trades today. What we're going to do after we get all this done, we're going to fix up our robot first. And then we'll open up Sierra Charts and see what we can do there. I've kind of already set things up, but maybe some of you guys, because I know a lot of you are using Sierra Charts, maybe can give me some ideas on better ways to set it up and stuff. And then if we get through that, then maybe we'll try and start programming with it. All right, so let's go to the chart here. I make the big volume profile chart. So here it is on, no, we want the 10-year chart. Okay, so here they had a pretty strong trend down in the morning, but then Donald Trump said something and we moved up big time. That was where I lost some money. Then I made some money on it going higher, and then I lost some money on it coming back, and then I made a little bit down in here, but overall down. Pretty unhappy because like we were digging ourselves out of a hole, and now I'm like back at the bottom of the hole. So that's kind of what happened, and now you can see here today a little bit higher, which I think is appropriate. I actually think that 129 is where we really should be, but clearly somebody disagrees with me. What effects does bond markets being closed have on bond futures markets usually? Michael, good question. Well, so today is a bank holiday, but it is not a market holiday. So all of the markets are still open. I think even the stock market will be open. But basically what you get is you get a day of trading with a lot less activity, because any kind of large institutional trader is not going to be here. So if there's news, then certainly we can move. But otherwise, there's not really a whole lot of reason to trade because our largest customers, the hedgers from the large institutions, aren't going to be around. And that's why I'm not going to take any trades. Make sense? All right. Anyways, E-mini. So E-mini had a really strong close. They were pushing up. They were pushing up super hard, but it kind of felt to me like trading. So, of course, it makes sense that now, after all that, they're back here. And I think that this naked point of control down below us at 30.60 looks pretty juicy. Yeah. So that's what we got going on there. Oh yeah, I forgot one other thing. We do have a video coming out, just like we do every other 2 weeks. Even though it's a holiday, I figured we'd still put it out. It'll be out in an hour, so we can watch that. The video is going to be about why you should trade futures. So not necessarily a video targeted towards our regular viewers, but I would still really appreciate it if you guys watch it, because I want to know how good of a job we're doing. I don't think it was my best delivery or my best video, but I still think that we got the message across. And I have a question for you guys in there. Like, how did you get started trading futures is kind of what I'd like to know from you older guys. Just because, the whole thing is there's a lot of people out there trying to day trade with really small accounts using like Robinhood or options and just making really foolish trading decisions because of that. And I think that these people would be much better served if we got them on, E-mini micro futures. E-mini micro futures is like a double name. Anyways, forget that. So, next thing is our robot. So I made some changes to him. Let's see. The thing is that I can't really test it properly unless the stream is live, because then it just says, okay, so it says starting YouTube and it says YouTube is ready, but then it's not giving me the messages to do stuff. So here's my listen. Okay, so that's not right. That one hasn't started yet either. But this shouldn't be. It should be. Oh, how come it doesn't even get that? It says YouTube ready, and now it's listening. But then, if I come over here to this one, listen, schedule, all of this stuff, limiter, schedule, limiter, bottleneck, yeah, should all be in there. Get chat. No, get live. That's not, here we go, get chat. It's console logging. It's not hitting this. Why is that? How much did Jigsaw cost you when you bought it? And is there any reason to use a plugin over Day Trader? And what was Rapid Trader? Oh, that's a good question, Michael. That's interesting. I wonder how you found that. Yeah, I'm working on it. She's not reading out. We're going to fix it because I've made some changes to it that should make it a lot better. But okay, so Jigsaw cost me about $500 when I bought it. When I bought it, it was only a plugin available through NinjaTrader. It worked pretty good, but the Day Trader platform is way better, if only because you didn't have to worry about NinjaTrader crashing on you, which happens. And Rapid, when they made their own platform, it was originally called Rapid Trader, and then they renamed it to Day Trader, essentially. So I would say that if you buy Jigsaw, that I would recommend using the standalone version and just running it parallel to, NinjaTrader or whatever it is that you have for charts. The thing is that most brokers, they're going to provide you with a platform for free that would give you charts anyways. So I would just use those and run them next to each other. And in the near future, and I don't really know, I'm not privy to this information, but based on what Pete has told us publicly, sounds like, within a year that they may actually have some charts within Day Trader. And then you wouldn't need to do all of that stuff. Don't blame the platform or judge its quality based on its users. Consider Microsoft. If we were to apply your logic, it would deface their worth due to the billions of people just using their product to find fat material. Robinhood isn't bad altogether, but its charts should never be trusted. Thanks. I figured it was an old name. NinjaTrader crashed. Never. Yeah, NinjaTrader never crashes. Hey, you know what, Blade? Wait. The thing is, I think that Robinhood was a great thing. I think it was a great thing for the industry. So many more people are investing now, like young kids are investing now, because of Robinhood. So I'm not shitting on Robinhood as a platform, but what irks me is when people use Robinhood to day trade. It's just not a good way to day trade. That's what bothers me. And it's not even like, oh, you're so bad. It's like, I just think some people are misguided, and we need to explain to them why they should probably be using futures. And it's hard because futures require a little bit more of you up front, You usually you want to buy a platform, so that's some cost, and you have to put money in an account and all this stuff. It's intimidating, but in the long run, I really do think even if you have a small account, that day trader is better for you. So, just curious, is there any way to see trades entered in Jigsaw in another platform? For instance, seeing the trade in NZ, I don't know what NZ is, but would find it easier to see your entries in the trading chart context-wise. Okay, so one of the things that Jigsaw has, because you're usually running it together with another platform, the platforms that it is used with most consistently, which is going to be NinjaTrader, the one that they have for Tradeovate, I forget what that's called, and the one that they're using at Stage 5 trading. Oh, he meant NinjaTrader. Okay, so if you're using NinjaTrader, then what they have is they have the bridge. So you run NinjaTrader, you set NinjaTrader up to connect to everything, and then there is an indicator that you add on the chart, and that indicator pulls all of the data and forwards it to DayTrader, so that you still got the standalone thing going, but you're only using one data stream, running two platforms, one data stream. The way that I do it is I have a demo platform, so I connect NinjaTrader to the demo platform and DayTrader to my regular platform. That way, if NinjaTrader crashes, the data doesn't get interrupted. But when you do it that way, then if you take a trade over here in Jigsaw, then you will see it show up over in NinjaTrader, and it will show up on the charts and everything. So it's kind of cool. I don't use that feature, and plus, I didn't have a back then. I didn't have a licensed version of NinjaTrader, so that's the other thing, right? Because you can't take live trades with NinjaTrader unless you have the license, and I didn't have the license, so that was another reason why I had to split them out and run it through here. Blade weave. Yeah, it's not viable by a long shot. It's not only the guidance, but if you look at Robinhood's charts compared to just about any other, you'll see the dependencies on its value makers. In my experience, it's shown data off by more than 40%, really. Interesting. Yeah, well, it's just, it was designed for something different. I don't think, I could be wrong. I could be super wrong about this, but I don't think that Robinhood expected its users to be day trading when they did that, right? And the cool thing is they give you options. So it's like, hey, if you are investing with a $10,000 account, okay, then it's amazing because you're not paying any commissions and you can still actively manage your portfolio. It's just, you're still limited by the pattern day trader rule. But if you're hitting the pattern day trader rule, then you're not really investing. But it allows you to go in, manage a small portfolio of stocks for free without commissions, and it gives you the option to hedge yourself with options. So that's awesome. But then what do people do? Oh, let's day trade options. Probably not the smartest thing, especially if you're not a trader and you don't know what you're doing, But anyways, okay, so here, this is not right because I wanted it to, I created my own listen function, and I wanted it to use my listen function, but their get, and it's not doing it. So if we come in here and delete that and save, let's see what it does. Should restart here. Why is it not doing that? I have to control C it. Okay. So it is pulling the messages. Pulling all of the messages, in fact. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. Okay, cannot read. Property then of undefined. This error originated either by throwing inside of an async function without, or by rejecting a promise which was handled with a catch. Okay, so that one makes sense. That's an error that I should probably receive. But why? Why would it be? Did I? No, I didn't do that in here. Get chat. This request. Yeah. See, here's how I'm doing it on this one. Okay, so first of all, so here's the queue. Here's the catch. Error. Okay, so first of all, console dot. Oh, what is the function called? Console dot log. It's smaller case. Let's see. Console dot log. Starting listener. So let's do that first. Okay. Starting YouTube. YouTube ready. Okay, so here we go. Oh, this shouldn't be starting listener. This should be error in listen. And this one should be right here. Console.log starting listener. Make sure that we're in the right function, right? Okay. Starting listener, it is doing that part. And look, it grabs everything. But I do get an error when I do it. Okay, so I had this problem earlier. How did I fix it? There's the queue. Here's an on read message. Okay, queue request, retry, da 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 da. So do I have that over on this one? Copy. Retry, YouTube get chat. Dot then. YouTube get chat. Okay. So that's dot then. This dot cat should be fix that. Okay. Oh, where does the delay come from? Oh, the delay comes from the set interval. So it seems like it is catching stuff. So if we say something over here, test should show up over here when it next 7 seconds comes. Okay, it does pull it. So it is pulling it. It appears there everything is working correctly. In fact, I bet you if I come over here and I close that and I view docs, DTS, show that. Now I see something else again. Test. Oh, there we go. Blade router. There we go. Hey, so what we're working on is I have a bot that reads out the messages that you guys are saying on stream. And it actually allows you to put an accent on it. And we've had a lot of fun. Go and watch Friday's video. We had a lot of fun with it. But there was a couple of problems with it in terms of how it was queuing up the requests and stuff that was making us so that we were using more requests than we needed. So I made a change and I'm using a different kind of queue. It appears that I'm doing things right except for this part right here. It's like it doesn't like this dot then. If I just get rid of this dot then, does that change? Does it still spit out an error message? Okay, so when it runs the next one, it should give us all this stuff. Okay, so there's the thing. Okay, there it did it again. It's still doing cannot read property catch of undefined. Unhandled promise rejection. That was definitely here. We need to make this a little bit bigger so I can see this one. So here was where we did the other one, right? Q.request, retry, did it. And then the next thing is YouTube.getChat. Okay. And then there was a dot then, but we got rid of it. So let's, do I need to add the sequence number? I think I do have to add the sequence number. Dot then seq num plus plus. Oh. They're doing a dot. Okay. So I don't need that one particularly, but is this dot then sequence number plus plus. And then dot catch error. Here's the thing. I'm saying something here. Sequence number. Retrieving messages. Oh, but then I'm inside of this set interval. So it's something about the set interval that it doesn't like, I think. So just make sure. So how did I have set interval working before? It's just the dot part and then the delay. Okay. So the question is, which promise is it that it's complaining about? Is it complaining about the promise in the set interval? Man, I don't know JavaScript well enough. By the way, while we've been doing this, they did move up 2 ticks. I would say that's pretty slow. So definitely holiday trading, but 3 is 3. So I don't know. Man. JavaScript can be really frustrating sometimes. I'm not very good with it yet, you know. I'm not very experienced in JavaScript. Oh, I should type in here. Okay. Cannot read property catch of this. So do I need to put in here? So how do we do that? It was like this, and the dot catch is there. So do I need to add another dot catch at the end of this? Like, so here's this thing. Down in this one, we could say, here, dot catch. Oh, no, wait, not from that one. Maybe it's not here. Like see if that fixes it. No, it does not like that. Saying that that's not a function. Maybe, but it could be here too. Okay. Now we wait 7 seconds. Oh, hey. Hey. All right. Getting messages. No error. Hey, that was it. I knew I knew I had to be with putting the thing in there somewhere. Okay, so now the thing that this should fix is that if you guys send a message and it takes longer than 7 seconds to read out, it shouldn't try to go and retrieve any other messages. So let's see if the Russian bot stuff still works, right? So let's see here. Pound accent Ukraine F. Epstein did not kill himself. Oh, and I will add the auto read on. Okay, enter. So now when the next read comes.
Speculators says Epstein did not kill himself.
Awesome. So now I think we are good to go. I think that works. So move this over here. Well, there's some JavaScript for you guys. JavaScript is an interesting language to program in. Although, you know what? I don't know if it's... I don't know. In the near future, just as... Because I'm a programmer, right? In the near future, if you want to make money, do JavaScript. Do JavaScript, React, and there's a lot of jobs out there for you. But in the long run, I'm not so sure that it's gonna stay this way. They'll probably... I mean, they'll always
CS
have to use
says
it.
LMAO.
They'll always have to use JavaScript for web browser stuff, but I think that a lot of the backend stuff is going to start to go to Golang. I think Go is a pretty cool language, so that's another one you might want to check out. Okay, so we're going to shut down Jigsaw. That's what we're going to do. We're going to close Jigsaw. Yes, close Jigsaw, and I've got CR charts. Now, what's the difference between... Is that the 32-bit version? Yeah. Okay, so I want the 64-bit version for sure. Okay, they're logging me in. Oh, why do I not have it unblocked from the firewall? I thought I already did that. Okay. So now it's going to be, I guess it's going to load some data in here. Oh, I have some cumulative delta on there. And I have what? Bid, ask, and depth bars. I don't know what that is. Do you guys know what that is? Now what else do I got? Okay, that's ES. When I got a volume profile on ES. And I got ZN. What's with the colors? So that's the first thing that we're going to fix. If we can figure it out. Okay, so here's the thing that I don't...
CS says
Michael
just started
XC
watching.
says
Do you have
Python,
any
it's easy
100%
and pays well.
automated strategies you coded that are actually consistently profitable?
It looks like there is a problem. It's not waiting. It's supposed to wait. Oh, wait a second. So that is a problem up in here. We did synthesize. Then I know where I screwed up, but I thought that I fixed that. Why are you using Jigsaw if you have Sierra? You can trade off Sierra DOM without having to pay a live license. Arvo, good question. You guys are just too quick. So I have always used Jigsaw. And just this last month, we've been working with Matt Z from Optimus Futures. I've been writing articles for him. And one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to write some of the indicators that I have in Sierra charts. Hopefully with the idea of giving it to somebody else so that they can watch it, essentially. And now it's not reading the new messages because you guys are still saying stuff. Well, the robot still needs a lot of work, apparently, guys. Man, I'm embarrassed. Anyways, so they gave me a license for Sierra charts so that I could, develop and watch things. Because at Optimus Futures, they're primarily pushing Sierra charts. So yeah. Anyways, RFO Trader, Jigsaw crashes way too much. Kicked it into touch. I set my DOM to look exactly like Jigsaw. Now that's interesting because I don't think I have ever had Jigsaw actually crash on me. You say Sierras are more reliable, but I have literally never. I think it maybe one time, maybe Jigsaw has crashed on me. But maybe, that could be a system specific thing. It might have been you had a specific error really early on. I mean, Jigsaw is certainly not as mature of a product. No question about that, right? They're going to discontinue the 32-bit version eventually? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so man, I don't know why. I'm confused. Something's wrong. No. But it's not reading things out anymore. Ran both side by side, same data feed, etc. Jigsaw kept trashing, and Sierra kept running. Well, that's really weird. I've never seen it do that. Okay, so I can probably read things out.
Uzi Knesset says I've been getting a lot of recommended videos for Bookmap and sometimes I feel I made the wrong decision with Jigsaw lol.
Yeah, well, you know what? Bookmap is a really good platform too, and that is something that I would really like to try too. But I wouldn't necessarily say that you made the wrong decision. There are some things in Bookmap that I wish that Jigsaw did. So the big one is that Bookmap does have an indicator in there that just counts the number of level 2 updates, kind of like I do in NinjaTrader. And you can even show it on their Vista, which I think would be super useful. But the thing is that Bookmap is mostly, well, I guess they did kind of invent the Vista chart, but I kind of feel like they did their big thing, and then they're just kind of like sitting around. Whereas I really think that the thing that you're getting with Jigsaw is Peter Davies. He is a real trader. He is really close with the community, and he knows what people are doing. And so if you're looking for a platform that is consistently going to be on the edge of new what is the word? New enhancements and new strategies and stuff, I think that you're always going to be better doing it in Jigsaw. Bookmap's heat map chart seems to be smoother too. That might be true. Yeah, right, might be true. Anyways, also, I mean, the big thing is, I mean, here's the thing that kills me, is like really the Jigsaw is good at one thing, right? And that's the DOM. Yeah, you can set the Sierra chart DOM up similar, but I don't think it's quite the same thing. So that's probably the first thing that we should do. It's like if I read something out, then it dies. So I don't know what the deal is there with that. If here we come up in here, queue request, and it adds something to the queue, and then it doesn't. I wonder if there was an error here. Catch console.log error after reading. Save. Starting listener. RFO, yeah. So I know that a bunch of you guys have created DOMs, Sierra chart settings, and if you go onto the Discord, people have been posting them in the download channel. So I could try yours since you're here. Okay. So it's reading them again, and now if I read one out.
RFO Trader says, can I send you my Jigsaw DOM file for Sierra? Think you'll be impressed.
There it works. Now just go, so if you go into the video description, there is the Discord. And then if you go into Discord, say something in the lobby, and I'll give you permissions, and then you can go and upload it in the downloads channel, and then everybody can see it. Okay, well, I don't know what the deal is with this, but let's set this aside for a second. So here, we need to open up a new, oh man. So this is the thing that drives me crazy about Sierra charts. I mean, man, look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. It's just not very well organized, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? Just doesn't seem well organized. Okay, so open trade window. Trading chart DOM on. Chart DOM settings. Well, let's open trading chart DOM on. So is their DOM not a separate thing and you only open it up for a chart? Or is there another open trading DOM? Okay, so there's open trading DOM. And then we could open up the, where is this? There you go. Open, why does it say that September is EXP? That's weird. Okay. Open trading DOM. Okay, so there's their DOM. Oops. Oh, where did it go? Wait, where did it go? Oh, there it is right there. No, wait, where did my chart go? There's my chart. Here's my chart. Man, guys. What the heck? Okay. Can I not go and do something else and not have that? Oh, ew. Ew. Wait, so the chart goes with inside of the window, but the DOM doesn't? How does that work? Select always visible. So is that right here? Trade chart, probably in here somewhere. Window always visible. Okay, well that doesn't do it. But we could do always on top. Where was it? Window always on top. Now it'll stay. But then I bet you that even if I put something over top of it like this. Yep. That's pretty jank still, guys. That's pretty jank. Understandable, but pretty jank. So now I wonder, so the next thing is does it do no, it doesn't. So I have a little thing that, so if you see here, like I have this window over here. If I move it towards the top, it'll kind of like magnetize to it. So I can like get everything set up like perfectly. It's called Aqua Snap. Paid money for it, but it's pretty amazing. I really like it. And I used it to set up my DOMs because I don't like it when you have like one teeny tiny little space in there, you know? Okay, so it helps me with that. It doesn't affect them. Now, does it affect these ones? It does affect this one. It does affect this window. See, I can come in here and make it take up the whole space really easily. Like that. But this one, it doesn't. This is a different type of window, so that sucks. Okay, so let me see. Do I see you? Not yet. I don't see it yet. Let me see somebody. In Discord, where do I send a message? Say something in the lobby. Okay, it says you can detach / attach. Detach, attach chart window. Weird. Wait, where did the menu go now? What the heck? No, where did my window go now? You know what? You know what, Harlequin? Okay, so this Journalytics is free with a live subscription to Jigsaw. Yes. Somebody was asking about that. You have to wait 5 minutes. What is your name there? I'll just search for you. Server settings. Members. Hey, Gary, how's it going? It's attached to the top. Gosh. And has no extra one. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so you said your name is RFO. There you are right there. So we'll give you regulars permission. If it'll let me. Oh, maybe you do. Maybe you do just have to wait 5 minutes. Okay, well, we can wait. It's okay. So you're saying it's up in that. Well, now that you did that, look, now I can. Okay, but now it's what is up here? Are you saying that now it's attached to the top? Gary Rich says swinging low and flaccid. Oh man, I'm so mad that it's like the queue just dies. What am I doing wrong? It must have something to do with the way I'm reading messages. So when you were saying it's attached to, so are you saying, I don't know, where am I supposed to click? I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, no. Let's go back. Okay. Global settings, graphic settings. Candlestick up, down. Yes. Okay. So we're going to come over here into NinjaTrader and we're going to figure out what the colors are. Oh, can't do that. That doesn't work. So, because it just gives you the name of it. Okay. What's the RGB of it? Okay, RGB. So it's 100, 149, 237. Oh wait, no, that's not what we wanted. That's 100, 149, 237. Okay, so that is better. So now if I come down here, will it show up in my custom? Yes. Okay. Down. What is correct for orange? $255 and $165. Yes. What? I can only change one at a time? 165. Okay, so let's go back and change the one that was cornflower. Just so it's always there and we can change things, you know? Okay. But we want orange. Orange. Apply. That looks much better. Okay, now let's pull you guys back up. He says, let's look at short 30, 78, 50 if it doesn't pop above that. Okay. I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't think I'm going to take any trades today just because it's, the holiday and everything. Can you send direct messages? Yeah. I think it's been 5 minutes now. Can you say something in the main channel? Another thing is that because you probably just created a new Discord account, there you go. Yeah. If you verify your emails, then it would probably allow you to speak. Okay. And we have you on regulars. Okay. So now you should be able to go to the downloads channel and click the little plus button next to the chat and add a file. Add a file. This probably looks super clumsy, but none of what we're doing should reflect badly on Sierra charts. It's just adjusting to a new platform is hard. Although this one does seem not very well organized. Is it where you were saying? No, that's not there. So how do I move this one back in? Also, how do I choose? Okay, so there's all this stuff over here. Market quantity, time in force, targets set. Is there a way for me to change which account it's, oh, there it is right there. So if it only shows me my sim account. I think that Sierra rocks. Well, I hear a lot of good things. I tell you, the one thing that seems that I can see with Sierra, I come in here, okay, and I move stuff. Woo! Okay, that's super smooth. No matter what I do, it's super smooth. Okay, when I try and do that same thing it does okay actually. It does okay in NinjaTrader. Sometimes NinjaTrader can be a little, I don't know, slow. Did you get the file? I don't see. So come here in Discord. In Discord, there's a channel called Downloads. You see it right there? Downloads. And then you click this button. And then you should be able to, it came up over here. Should be able to add your file there. The thing that's frustrating to me is that when I was testing this, I can come over here and expand this and say test testing and send that one. And that one doesn't show up either. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, Ace says he already got it. Wow. There we go. RFO. Okay, so there's the dumps for Seth. I will save it here. And then what is there a import or something? Maybe an edit? import and load intraday data. Maybe in settings? No. Man. No. Okay. Oh, I need to pull up your. I forgot I don't have you guys here. Copy the file, go into Sierra, and drop into the data folder. Okay. Do I need to restart Sierra to do that? Okay, so here it was. Copy. And then where is Sierra? This in documents? Does it make one for you in document? No. See program files? Or it probably would be in, let's see, this one, huh? Yes. No. Yes. No. Where is it? Oh man. Now I have to do this the hard way. Oh, it goes directly under the C drive. Okay. Data. And then you post it in here. Anyone know what Seth is trying to do? I'm not trying to do anything. We're just messing around. Well, somebody gave me a little DOM chart thing, so we're gonna do it. I guess we just put it in here, right? Okay. And now what do we do? Now what? Yep. Paste it there. Okay. Or maybe I need to like close the DOM or something. Open a new chart and look for it. Okay, so let's close this window right here. I'll just try to open new intraday chart. Oh. File, open, select file. File, open. No, he says no. Is it back in here? File name. Oh, it's not in there. All files. There's DOMs for Seth. Da, 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 da. Ooh, hey. It opens up like all of the things. Okay, so it definitely looks, and it looks like you've got like all the things. Although, what is this column doing? That's interesting. So these ones are clearly the buy, sell overall profiles, I think. Are these like the stack and pull columns, maybe? Yeah, that's a stack and pull column. Okay. So that's the stack and pull column. And then this one is, what is this one? Is that like volume profile that I can reset whenever I want, sort of a thing? That works pretty good though. Oh, interesting. So I can like switch to a whole different screen. Now that's a good feature. I don't think that you can do that in NinjaTrader. I would like my volume profile to be like, that seems messed up because surely we traded through there, right? But I like to see the numbers, you know? Well, okay, so that's interesting. Now go YTO trade chart. Set and lock. Oops, that's not what I want. Oops. It's all available. I bet it is. I know it. Well, I know I've been told it is. It's just a question of finding all the things, right? The question is, how do you can detach all charts and then reduce the size of the Sierra window to eliminate all that gray area. So I have the tabs at the bottom of the screen and just switch chart books that way. Sure. Although I kind of really like this. That's really cool. But how do I change the settings for like this individual chart? Do I just have it selected and then I click something up here? You're gonna have to give me like the step by step, I think. This is like watching Matt Damon talk to NASA in the movie That's pretty bad. The funny thing is that I'm pretty. Yeah. So say I want to get rid of this column. I don't know what this column does, but let's say that I wanted to get rid of this column. How do I do that? Or I wanted to make my volume profile have the numbers on it. Let's do that. Let's make the volume profile have the numbers on it. Do I right click here? No, see, that doesn't do it. So do I have to go up and say window use whiteout? Oh man. Where is it? Is it window? Current quote window. Previous chart. Trade menu, custom DOM columns. Trade. Customize chart / trade DOM columns. And that allows me to do it. Oh, it does. Price, market, bid market depth, pulling stacking, bid size by, recent bid, recent ask size, and cumulative last size. Okay. So this would change it for all of them. So question, could I make it so that on this one, I only see these, and on this one, I only see these? Or do the changes that I set change it on all of them? Rather, can I have these different between these three different windows? I'll click cancel. So that was trade, customize DOM settings. Now you're saying that I can go into studies, and that would be analysis studies like there, right? Studies to graph. So we have what? The session start, daily, open, low, high, close. Volume by price is what you're saying? Apply. Ew. Ew. Wait, where did it go? Oh, it's already on there. Which one did I add? Which one do I want to remove? Okay. So there's that. But how do I Okay, double click on it. Yep, double click a VPP and then you can display numbers on the columns. Okay, so somewhere in this big, man, see, the problem that I have is that when I get shown like this huge wall of text, it's like really hard for my brain. I just want to like dismiss it completely. But now I'm like, okay, no, we just need to go down here one by one. Number of periods, 6 per volume. Volume says independent time period. Number of bars, volume, number of days, start date, end date, separate profile, maximum volume bar type, right align, display volume in bars. None. Total volume. Da 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 da. Always display last profile within view. Coloring method, use transparent, transparency level, value area percentage. Okay, so I could change all of these little things to really get it to display exactly the way that I want if I wanted to. It's hard for everyone's brain. That's why it takes 30 days or so to get familiar with the zero charts and things, Derek. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's an ADHD thing. Like my ability to filter through and find exactly the thing that I want is a little bit less than normal people, you know? Okay. So I can click OK here. So I did that from here. So I could come in here and I could do it to this one too. Where was it? Display volume in bars. Now, what are my choices? Total volume, bid, ask, trades, bid, ask, volume, percentage. Yeah, there's some weird options. I wonder what people use those options for. Okay. Okay. So then the other thing though is that on this like trade customized chart DOM columns, like this one right here, I don't feel like that's useful to me. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh, it is on a per chart basis. I just have to change which one I'm looking at. Yeah. Remove that one. So I take it that you're trading ZF. You have a profit and loss column. So I probably don't need that either, huh? Oops. Trade customized chart DOM columns. Profit and loss. I don't need that one either. Apply. Okay. We keep the stacking and pulling. Stacking and pulling is nice. Although it's probably like super hard for you guys to read, huh? And then this one. Oops. Trade customized columns. Remove. Apply. Yes. So I like that. If you want to have multiple DOMs with the same settings, configure one DOM how you like it, and then use chart, duplicate chart to make more. Gotcha. What else? So now my next question is, well, so I have them connected to my Rhythmic, but I only see my sim account. Now, why is that? Where do you set those up? I just don't want to put an order in here and have it go to my, I don't want to take a real trade today, and certainly not in zero charts where I'm unfamiliar with what's going on. File, maybe. No. The funny thing is that I was able to get, I was able to get my data and everything set up, right? Data / trade service settings. Yeah, there's server. Hold on. See if I get that, then how come it doesn't show me my account? File data, trade service settings. Yeah. Oh. So you're saying change to live. You click on the DOM of the trade button. Top selection is trade on sim. No. Cancel. Cancel. How do I cancel that? Or did it put me in a position? Okay, it says that my position is flat. Okay. Target set AC main. Can't connect to multiple feeds at the same time. Sure, okay. But trade simulation mode on. Hold on a second. Yes, it does. And it shows you the number. I was like, I don't want to show them my. Okay. But then if I come back here and I trade simulation mode on, it goes back to sim. Okay. You can use different sim accounts on different DOMs. That's cool. Okay, so on this one, what's going on right now? Let's look. I don't want to do something silly. Sure. Let's just say that we bought it. Okay. So then it's automatically using the this strategy. Okay. And I've got it. So if I wanted to move this, I can move this, right? Yes. Cool. I should turn back on the oh, I took it in ZB. Oops. Wait, let's oh look, hey look, I caught the edge. I caught the edge. Wait, why does it say? Oh yeah, no, we're good. I caught the edge. But then it opens up another set. Why does it do that? That's dumb. Okay, wait, but I bet you though that if I come in here, customize chart DOM settings maybe? There's got to be something that's like, you know, when you exit a position, close all outstanding orders. You can disable confirmations from there. Yeah, I want to keep them on for now, though. What am I looking for? Trading log, recenter, clear. General trade settings. Open trade orders window when order is completed, when it is filled. Play alerts. Scale in, scale out. Use server-side OCO, which is probably what we should do, but I don't know how that is set up. In Jigsaw, it's like there's server OCO is happening, and so when Jigsaw tries to cancel them, they're like already out, and I don't know what the deal is with that. Use bid ask. Allow simulated resting limit order to fill at better price. It's not there. Maybe over here on this, if I just, how come, wait, that doesn't make it, I'm not allowed to make that bigger. Come on. Oh, I guess it expands to match what is needed. So there's targets, group OCO. What is set? Set stop limit order reset confirmation. What's C? That sucks. A. Flatten and cancel at set time. Oh, that's cool. So can you make it like automatically take you out after you've been in it, say like 5 minutes? That would be cool. Main is the best way to look at it, though. Oh, and it says I'm flat. DPL, I'm assuming, must be daily profit and loss. Can you change the way that it shows you the profit and loss? Because that right there is annoying. Trade. Global profit loss management. You say F5. Well, F5 is good, but I want to know what the chart settings. Okay. This price display format, 1/32. Profit loss format. Oh wait, advanced settings. Advanced settings. Profit loss format. Currency or ticks. Ticks would be better. -1 tick. Do we have regular trading hours today? Yeah, you know what? Actually, mini trader, that's a good question. Let's go look. I'll show you where to look. See me calendar. Okay. So they don't view today as a holiday at all. So I guess that means that it's just regular trading hours for them today. Yeah, what is today again? Veterans Day or whatever? Veterans Day, that's right. Why is Veterans Day not that's lame. I mean, I guess we have Memorial Day, but why have a Memorial Day and a Veterans Day and have Veterans Day be not give everybody, not be a federal holiday? Not being a federal holiday. Adding levels to DOM. Keep the stacking. I'll mute myself because I don't want to hear myself talking. Just to read, huh? That's too small. I would have to download it. I see though. Okay. So I think what do we want to do? Okay, so first of all, we can close those. I hate how it shows with the T on the ticks ignore quantity. That would be cool too. Or I could just show it in currency. Currency value. -31.25. We'll leave it like that. Okay. So I wonder. Okay, so I have this bid ask depth bars. Do you know how that works? Is there a way to find out? So if I'm in here, F5. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Not chart settings. It was F6, right? Chart studies. Bid ask depth bars. Automatically set draw files based on main price graph. Cumulative delta bars, short name. Okay. That's not helpful. What do we call bid ask depth bars? Let's just search Google Sierra charts, bid, ask, depth, bars. Oh, you trade MES by ESDOM. That's cool. They need to add that to Jigsaw. I'm surprised that they haven't done that yet. There actually might be a way to do it, but I just haven't looked. Maybe there is. We could go look at that later. But where is their documentation? Okay, so here's Sierra charts. Here's their forum. Getting started. Documentation. Table of contents. Getting studies and indicators. Spreadsheet studies. Wow. Interesting. Okay, but that has nothing to do with what we're looking at. Oh, I need to pull it up so that you guys are still here. Download the instructions PDF. I see the 2 videos in Discord. It's from World War I, but something different in the United States for all veterans. Oh, you guys get too many holidays anyways. Well, that's funny. There's not like a little, where's a little place that says like what studies are available? Technical studies reference. Oh, here we go. So what was it called? It was called bid and ask depth. Bars. Bid, ask, depth bars. The bid and ask depth bar studies creates candlestick bars below the main chart region on the chart based on the bid market depth quantity totals and the ask market depth quantity totals which occur during the formation of each chart bar. Okay, so it's saying all of the bids versus all of the asks, which one is bigger, right? Calculation mode or ratio. Oh, I can change it. Difference, cumulative difference. Okay. And can you change how many automatically draw set styles, value format, chart region? 3. I think that just shows you that it's the third one down here, right? You can't actually change how many prices that it looks at, though, can you? Subgraph. Visible width, no, alerts. I don't know. I'm not sure that you can. Okay. That makes sense. It says that they're roughly equal. They're roughly equal. I need to change these ones, too. It sucks that when I put it on... So, like, I got cumulative delta, but then I'd have to fix it up to look like this one. Okay, well. Let's just let that go for a little bit. I do like their oh, you know what is another thing that's bothersome is that I can't get it to give me boxes. See, like, I don't necessarily want that one to be a candle, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, did I miss Rung? Hey, Rung, how's it been? I didn't see you last week. Oh man, he hasn't seen it yet. You're gonna love this, Rung, but it's broken. We're gonna come back and we're gonna fix it, okay? Let's come back and look at our robot. What's our robot still here? I'll leave that chart up. The above chart looks like old punch cards for IBM. Yeah, it could be. It's a funny. I really like those one range charts on the treasuries because you can literally look at every movement. I mean, you can do it for every instrument, really, but man, I mean, try watching that in ES, it give you a headache, right? Actually, that would be a good test. If I come over here, let's see here. Okay, chart. Studies, value. How do we duplicate it? You guys told me earlier, didn't you? Global settings. No, trade. Chart, maybe? Open, replay, linking. Duplicate chart. Okay. So now on this one, how do I change chart settings, maybe? Symbol. ES. December. Or a voting booth in Florida. Hanging chads. That's funny. Takes it a while for it to download data, but I feel like that when it shows you, it's more like in NinjaTrader, they just the UI is just kind of unresponsive until it's done, but in Sierra charts it kind of better. So now you can kind of see, we can get that, and we'll see how fast it actually is, huh? Do that. We'll move this one. We get it like that. Okay, cool. So now we got something interesting going on. Let's come back to this. What is wrong with this? I am coming in and then say data audio stream. Okay, so there was something about how you had to force it to wait. And how did I do that? That was, okay, that's the copy of that one. Now I have to come back to workspace. Oh, no, wait, you know what? We need to grab the video. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that before we get too deep into this. Chart channel. Here is our video. Day traders, stop wasting time with Robinhood and trade futures. I'm gonna copy the URL here for you guys. And if you just go in and open it up and watch it in a different tab and tell me what you guys think. There's the link. Do you ever compare platform data feeds before using them to trade off of? Well, I think we could totally put them next to each other here, although I would need a way to connect to Rhythmic twice. But what I'm thinking about doing is opening up another account with Optimus Futures that would be like a Sierra Charts account. I could like trade off of myself or something like that, But yeah. I want to do that. And then if I do that, I want to set the other one up as CQG so I could open them up next to each other and compare. Kids, don't forget to hit that like button so that has a house payment due. Well, thank you, Ace, but I don't want anybody to think that we're dependent on the YouTube channel for our income or not. So this, guys, listen. The YouTube channel is a great thing, and it's possible. It's possible to make a lot of money on YouTube. There's no doubt about it. And I am doing everything I can to make this channel as great as I can. And that could mean someday that we could make a lot of money off of the YouTube channel, but I'm not doing it because I want my career to be YouTube. I'm pretty happy doing what I'm doing. I'm doing this because I think it helps you guys. And I think it builds a community, and that's the primary thing. So if you hit that like button because you like the community, huh? Gary Rich says yes. Run 2 data feeds. Yeah, exactly. I want, and I would like to expand it eventually if I can. Like if we get enough of a profile and we get some of the other guys to notice us, I would like to open up like trading technologies ones too. Just have a bunch of accounts and be able to open up the different platforms for people. I'm grateful for our community. Thank you very much. You know what, Ace, you've been such a help. So I think that the community is grateful for you. You've been a great member and giving us those live trades, and I've made a bit of money off of it a few times. I have to go back and do the stats and see how much we've done. So it hasn't the ones that we've had the past few days haven't worked out for me, have they? But anyways, it's kind of funny because it seems like when I don't take it, it always works, and when I do take it, then it's 50-50. Anyways, so I was trying to find here in my node, my bot, this second version backend, and I made a copy of it. Yes, did it with Notepad++. Okay, so when I was doing it before, no, wait a second. Oh, here it is. Read. Synthesize. Then data queue.push. And then I pushed it onto the queue. And the queue plays it. I think that I need to do it like this. I think that's the problem. I think I got rid of this thing and it's necessary. Say, this is where we're looking for. Yeah, this part right here. I think that we need to do say, and then get the result and do something with it. And that way, it knows that it's supposed to wait for the callback. I think that that's the first thing. That's the first problem. So where's my, here it is. Nope, is that? Nope, it's this one right here. Okay. So, did I save it? I did save it. Save. Control C because clearly it's not. Okay, cool. All right, so it's doing the listener. Oh, that's interesting that it waits 6 seconds first. Okay, so it pulls all of those. Now if I come back over here, will it show all of these? Yeah, so if I try and read both of these at the same time, it says error after reading. Curious. So it is breaking something. But now that there's that error, it's not picking up a new one, right? 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1000, 5, 1000, 6, 1000, 7, 1000. It's not. Curious. Very curious. Where is CB? Oh, I know why. Because CB is not a thing. How was it doing it? Callback. Queue, new queue, input, callback. And when I call this, where does that come from? Oh, it's a new queue, input, comma, callback. So when I add something to the queue down in here, queue, not push, and I don't add anything to it. But CB is probably not a thing, right? Gary Rich. Oh, Gary. Wow, wait. Gary, what? Well, thank you so much. I thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Gary. You guys don't have to do that, but I mean, it's there, and if you're gonna do it, then I'm gonna take it. But wow, that is. Can we get a round of applause for Gary? Thank you so much. We're gonna, you know what? We can do something. What should we do with that? So the thing is when we get stuff like that, I'm always like, what can we do to make the stream better? I think probably what we will do, if you watch the latest video today, I need a pop filter. So that's what we will do with that. All right, we will get a what do we call it? A pop filter and a little suspension thing, so that when I tap on the desk, you don't have to hear it. Thank you very much, Gary. Okay, so the reason that this is failing is because the callback is null. But how do I create a null callback? Oh wait, I don't have to do anything. I can just delete that and just say that I do have to wait for the result. That's what I can do. Okay. So it's interesting that the way that I have it set up now, it has to go 7 seconds first before it pulls the first one in. Okay, so now it pulls the first one in. We'll read out here, Gary, what he said. Is it going to do it? Did I actually click it? Maybe it's not even doing it. Ugh. So now it doesn't read them out at all? Oh, now it's doing it. Synthesizing message W. Error after reading. On both of them. And then it died. I think in this case, there's probably is always going to be an error, and I don't know how to. Man, is it curious that the place where I'm having errors with this? I really want to get this working again though, because it's so much fun. Well, I could revert it back to what it was before. The funny thing is that I was getting it to read stuff out. I don't know what I changed. Dot catch. See, it should just continue on. Like it catches it, and then it should allow everything to continue. I don't understand where the request. Where does this one come from? That's the socket. Okay. See, and we don't really need to actually retry. It's funny because this one works now. This one works and this one does not. But we added the say input dot then, right? So it was this, Save. And then if we come back over here, it'll read stuff, right? Best wishes with Sierra. Safe trading all. Hey, thank you very much. Yep. I'll see probably tomorrow we'll be back to our regular thing, but I wish we could be programming right now, but what? What? Read. That's weird. Oh. So this is wrong. Rule for sending private message. Well, this all thing is like copied and pasted it. So this is part of the problem. So when I do this, I am doing reading messages. Okay. Reading messages. There is no limit. This should be down here. C. Okay, I want this to be rate 1, limit every 10 seconds, and priority is 1. This one, the priority is 0, and there's no limit on it. I think that will fix some things. Okay, starting listener. 1,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6, 1,000. Okay, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 9, 1,000. Okay. Wait for it to do it one more time. Okay, so that part's working. So now if I come over here and read, did not catch it. Console on, read message. Should immediately say synthesizing message. And it's not. Why is it not doing that? Is it because the socket is not message received? Oh no, see, it tried reading them all. What's the right way to do this? That's so weird. Also that this doesn't work. Where is there an error coming out of from here? It was never giving us an error before. I'm wondering. Okay, so we had that. And then we had up here on this one. No, it was down here on this one. It was down here, right? Yeah. Can I read property then? Blah, 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 blah. Not catch. here, right? This is set interval method, comma, sequence number. Oh no, wait, here's the queue dot request, blah, blah, blah. Right here. Okay. Okay. That looks right. That looks right. Is it not going to try and read it until it's done with this part? Or did it just never catch it?
RFO Trader says best wishes with Sierra, safe trading all.
Yeah. It made the problem worse, is actually what happened. Okay, so now this thing right here. Let's fix this part up again, all right? And see if we can fix this. So it reads it out. I think that if I just get the cue correct, that it fixes the problem. Boom, boom, boom. By the way, I posted the video. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot to say on the video, you watch the video, I ask a question in there that I would like to hear from you guys. What is, how did you get started with futures? So, oh, you know what? I should leave my own comment in there, actually. Legacy says first. Leave my comment there. You guys can respond to that. Okay, so this bit right here, the retrieving messages thing, is there should only be one allowed in the queue at the time, and there should be a limit of 10, and the priority should be 1. What is this thing called? Smart Request Balancer. Smart Request Balancer. Need to make sure that I completely understand the 1 message per second priority. The lower the priority is, the higher chance that this rule will execute faster. Okay, so this one, retrieving messages, is priority 2. And this right here, there doesn't need to be a limit on reading messages, I don't think. Okay. 10 seconds. There's all of the things. Is it reading it? I think I'm still getting this thing where it's like they're backed up or something. Well, one thing is that down here, this set interval delay.
Legacy says just been trading sim on Ninja Trader into S.
And now it's going to wait, and then it's going to read it again. So I've got problems with the queue is what I got. So this right here, this listen, that should be 10. That'll fix one problem. which is that it's queuing up more than it actually needs to. Okay. So anyways, legacy. I would totally trade sim until you have found a time period where you were consistently profitable for like a month. And until you've done that, I don't think that there's really any reason to go over to a live account. I know there's a lot that you got to learn from a live account, okay? Like the emotions and everything is like a super, super important component. And the sooner you can get onto that, the better. But it's not going to help if you have a strategy that simply doesn't work and all you're doing is losing money. So, yeah. Okay, so it is.
Legacy says haven't made the jump to a real account yet.
Okay. So it read that one out almost immediately.
Legacy says haven't made the jump to a real account yet.
So now what happens if I try and read 2? Do they
Legacy
cancel out?
says just been trading sim on Ninja Trader into S.
Haven't made the jump to a real account.
Legacy says haven't made the jump to a real account yet.
Interesting. So what is the rate here on this? Oh, maybe I need to put a limit on this. Should be rate. Limit. One message per 1 second, maybe. The thing is I don't want to have it like rate 1 per second. I want to have it limited by how many can run at a time. Okay.
Legacy says haven't made the jump to a real account yet. Legacy says just been trading sim on Ninja Trader haven't made the jump to a real account yet.
Okay, I think that there's other properties that we could put in here though. Rate and limit. I don't think that the framework that I'm using is the right framework, guys. Dang. That sucks. That really sucks. Mm. Okay, well. Let's just do a git reset hard here. Okay. Yeah. Mm-mm. How come it's not showing me the difference here? I need to, where is it? This one right here. Close these, actually. We'll close these. No, close it. Die. 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 Okay. This one. There we go.
Acareo says what's the difference between using Notepad++ and Visual Studio Code?
Okay, so Notepad++ is just like Notepad. And I'm just writing stuff. It does have like highlighting built in and everything, but that's it. It's not like necessarily an integrated environment, although I think there are some things that you can do to make it that way. Whereas Visual Studio is like a completely integrated development environment where you compile everything there and it can like actually read the code and suggest to you or predict what it is that you're trying to do based off of what you put in there. By the way, what's going on in the 5-year? The 5-year is getting killed here. But anyways, since we're programming in JavaScript, doesn't really matter per se, I guess. That makes sense. Man, it sucks. This particular smart request balancer, I thought fine tuning of rates and limits. I thought that I could set it so that it would only just like certain requests, it would only allow one at a time, and certain requests it would run all. But here in this, I'm just using this bottleneck thing, and well, I'm wondering maybe what I could do. Here's the queue function console log. Oh. Ooh. Which queue is this though? Better queue. And that's a better queue. And then don't I use somewhere else? I use this one. Here in this one, I did something weird where I'm using the limiter. I'm using bottleneck. Bottleneck. So let's do some research here. Bottleneck. Mm-mm. I guess we'll do it that way. Make sure that you guys aren't saying anything here. I'll just set it to auto read, so you should be able to say stuff now and it'll automatically say stuff.
Speculator Seth says test.
Cool. We're good on that. We're good on that front. Mm-hmm. So you need a queue that allows different types of requests. Because basically what I want is I want it to read all of your messages first. And then when it's done, if it has been more than 10 seconds, it will do a read. And otherwise, during that whole time, it won't do any reads. But the way that it is right now, it'll do all of the reads regardless anyways. And so that's why we need a queue that has both of those things in one queue. And the framework that I was using didn't have any kind of max concurrent option that I could see, at least. Matching. Some basic options, max concurrent clustering options. I think that Bottleneck might be able to do it. You can connect it to Redis, although you don't have to. Let's see, what does this clustering thing and batching? Multiple operations in a single call. Bottleneck's batching feature helps you take advantage of those APIs. Oh, the group feature of Bottleneck manages many limiters automatically for you. It creates limiters dynamically and transparently. Let's take a DNS server as an example of how Bottleneck can be used. It's a service that sees a lot of abuse where incoming DNS requests need to be rate limited. Bottleneck is so tiny it's acceptable to create one limiter for each origin IP, even if it means creating thousands of limiters. The group feature is perfect for this case. Create one group and use the origin IP to rate limit each IP independently. Each call with the same IP will be routed to the same underlying limiter. Constant group equals new bottleneck group. Yeah. Jobs. Priority. Priority, wait, expiration.
Ekareo says, what's the holiday in America today?
It is Veterans Day. It is Veterans Day, which is a bank holiday, but it is not a stock market holiday. So all of the banks get the day off, but the exchanges don't. So the exchange is going, but none of the big boys are out. But something is happening. Somebody is selling the 5-year pretty hard. I'm wondering if my data is up to date here because Yeah, it says it is. We just haven't gotten a new tick here for a bit in the 5-year. So I'm wondering if something's up. I also didn't get one here in the E-mini. I don't know what I am. Well, I don't know. What's wrong?
Ecareo says, but it seems to affect the indices.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be slower today for sure. It's totally going to be slower today. Well, what I could do is I could move over this side over to bottleneck. I think that's what I should do. The reader should be in bottleneck. Or not this one, this one. This one is already in bottleneck. Here it is. Make it, here's the limiter. Oh, constant limiter. Limiter dot submit schedule dot wrap. So what's the difference between submit schedule and wrap? Adds a job to the queue. Submit adds a job to the queue. This is promise async await. Wrap takes a function that returns a promise, returns a function identical to the original but is rate limited. Oh. I'm doing something wrong here. I'm using this wrong. I think I'm using this wrong. No, this should be here. And then this should be here, and it should be like that. Yes. Wrong. Confused. I think it's like that. Why is it not detecting changes in the file? That's kind of weird. Where did it not like it? Oh, yeah, okay, I fixed it. Okay, now it works. 10 seconds. No. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. No. That's weird. Why doesn't it work? Well, they pulled the 10-year down now. Somebody really wants this down. Could probably just sell it. That trend down just does not make a whole lot of sense to me. Somebody seems to have... There's got to be something that I don't understand going on in the market, because that is really weird. I think it's really weird, guys. Donald Trump did say stuff the Chinese say. He brought us to the table. This is the most prosperous economy the world has ever seen, and it's going to be a very prosperous economy. Quoting Jamie Dimon on 60 Minutes. I don't know. It was weird, huh? Huh? It was weird. This, I don't even know if this is getting called. What is this about? This thought interval. Stop getting live chat messages at regular intervals. Oh, that would help. Let's just copy that and pull it over here and try and figure this out. Should be like this, I think. Should be that. And then, so I don't understand why. Oh, when I save that one, it doesn't reset because that. Okay. See, it doesn't do it. Oh, no, wait, no, it is.
Michael XC says what settings?
No.
RFO Trader says file.
No. I had the auto read clicked, and so when it did that, and it pulled all of the messages in. Okay. Michael, so we'll have to read it out.
Michael XC says so if I recenter Jigsaw at market open, this means that I can see how much the market has moved since open by looking at the difference between the current bid, ask and white line?
Sure. So let's close down CR charts and I'll open it up so that you can see. I'm sitting here like, should I have taken a trade? I don't think so. But what's the market look like? Okay, so now it is doing it every 10 seconds. That's cool. I mean, the market's not that illiquid. Do you import any levels into Jigsaw bombs? Yeah, so I have an indicator on my video, which is what is the best futures trading software platform. I have a link to a download for the NinjaTrader 8 indicator that I created for this. But basically, I stick the indicator on my chart, and then when I come into Jigsaw, I can load them. And it tells me opening range high, opening range low, bull bear zone, previous close, previous open, basically. So if we come in and do that, I can see here they appear to be moving it down to get into basically where we closed yesterday, I think. Close to where we closed yesterday. I still don't necessarily think that it makes sense. But who knows? Hey, you know what I was thinking, by the way? We'll do this in a second. Anyways, hope that makes sense. So now, when I read something...
Michael XC says, do you import any levels into Jigsaw DOMs?
Cool. It stops immediately. And it's only scheduling them. It's good. Okay. It's still this thing, though, that like, okay, here we're going to say something really long. We're going to read all of this stuff that Donald Trump said, okay? So this should take more than 10 seconds for it to say, I think. Okay, so.
Donald Trump says Shifty Adam Schiff will only release doctored transcripts. We haven't even seen the documents and are restricted from, get this, having a lawyer. Republicans should put out their own transcripts. Schiff must testify as to why he made up a statement from me and read it to all. The lawyer for the whistleblower takes away all credibility from this big impeachment scam. It should be ended and the whistleblower, his lawyer and corrupt politician Schiff should be investigard for fraud.
Investigard. He should be investigard, guys. Oh, jeez. Yes, no. No, this one I don't want to save. Okay, so bottleneck does allow me to basically come in here and say, limiter dot schedule this dot get chat. Oh, and I can set I can set them on them individually, right? Where was it? Bottleneck schedule, submit schedule and wrap all. accept advanced properties. Hmm. So can you not set different limits for different things though? That's what I'm not. That's where I'm having a problem. Okay. Turn the auto read back on now, I think. Limiter. Warning, submit, schedule, wrap up options, strategies. No. Not created, update settings. Okay. Clustering. Debugging. I think I went past groups. The group feature bottleneck manages many limiters automatically for you. It creates limiters dynamically and transparently. And by the way, the level 2 has been pretty lackadaisical here as it's doing this too. It's really weird action, don't you think? Am I the only one that's kind of a little weirded out by this? But I guess, I mean, it's the holidays, but I don't know why they want to sell it so bad. Who's selling it? Seems suspicious. How many ticks down was it? 15 half? To 10 half? 10 ticks down? I mean, that's good. I didn't necessarily see anything in there that would have told me that we were going to do this, though. Okay, so I can say group dot blah. Okay. Async concurrent queue. Hmm. I don't know, guys. It's not really, I'm not really finding the framework that really does what I want it to do I? I have two queues, but I would really like them to work together. I did fix one little bug that will make things a little bit better, but it doesn't help us reduce the number of things going on, you know? But it does make it so that
Michael XC says, do you import any levels into Jigsaw DOMs?
if I do the read right now, then I
Michael
immediately read
XC
it.
says, do you import any levels into Jigsaw DOMs?
Yeah. So it does make it more responsive. That fixes that problem. And that was the main thing that we were trying to fix. So I suppose it's not necessarily a big problem. It's just the other way would make it so that we would get a few extra requests if you guys were talking a lot, you know? But maybe we don't. Maybe that feature isn't even necessary. Maybe I should just leave it the way that it is. Let's just leave it the way that it is for a few days and see where it goes, huh? Well, it's 8:45. I guess it's time to go. Man. Jeez. Well, guys, I don't know what the heck is going on here, but somebody is determined to sell the the yield curve. And I don't know if this is just going to keep going or what. They must think that they know something. Man, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? When we find out what it is, we're all going to be like, "Oh, man." But until then, guys, super weird. All right, well, let's post our cryptocurrency notes. We are down quite a bit over the weekend, huh? November 10th, we opened up a little bit higher and then we fell quite a bit. It's starting to get super super choppy in Bitcoin, isn't it? Oh, while we're here, another thing is I think that we could change something. I'm going to change something, okay? Tell me what you guys think about this. We don't need over here. We don't need the bid and ask profile columns, and we don't need the alert column. So we can get rid of all those. Yeah, I think that's okay. And we'll move this back over to here. And then I got this thing right here. We can put that right there. Maybe make it smaller. Nice. Nice. So now you can see my tape. I like that. I'm going to change my tape eventually so that it looks nice. And it's its own component instead of just reading stuff out on the command line. But yeah. Oh yes. So it's done. Where are we at? 146. It is still really high. Bitcoin is still really high. I'm starting to wonder. Do we have some people trapped in Bitcoin and they're trying to, I don't know, it's just getting kind of choppy.
Ace Trade says if you are looking for a long entry, 3082.25.
Really? Maybe you could take that one. Yeah, sure. I think it's a little bit too late for me, though. It's too late for me. Thank you, though, Ace. Now, I liked how I read that out immediately as I saw that. I just look at some problems. I might be able to do it with bottleneck. I don't know. I think though that bottleneck needs to have like, they have the group function, but they don't have like, you can create a group with different properties and stuff. I don't. It's not quite what I need. These folders. Maybe I should start deleting old ones. Probably don't really need them. These old pictures for the cryptocurrency notes. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I know super boring stream today. It sucks that I wasted all that time on the queue only to make one little change that didn't really solve anything. Just that thing doesn't really help. I really would like to reduce the number of requests that we get. If we send 100 messages, that's probably like 100 requests that we could probably save ourselves. But It probably doesn't matter in the long run, and I think that change by moving the limiter is scheduling the set interval instead of the other thing. I think that this will be way better. Should be more responsive this way. I have the video out, so if you haven't checked out the video, check that out. Give it a watch. Give it a comment. Let me know. How did you first find futures? I'm going to post it around.
Great morning.
Kind of want to get, an idea of how effective we are. Like, is it convincing people, I guess you could say. And, man, legacy be even me. A second. Anyways, man, it's still going. They're just gonna sell this. They're just gonna sell this all day. We're gonna find. I think that there's gonna be some piece of news comes out later, and we're gonna be like, okay, because somebody really wants to sell this. They're just pushing it. I don't know, man. This is crazy. Well, I'm just blabbing, but tomorrow should be fun. Tomorrow we'll have action. So I will see you guys then, and in the meantime, stay profitable.